Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristina Bak. I am the writer of the Khunda, and if you're new here, welcome. How you doing? Great day so far? Well, a little cloudy, but that's fine. We'll work with that. So today I'm going to do a video on writing prompts. So if you've never heard what a writing prompt is, I guess your first question is going to be, what are they? So a writing prompt is going to be like a little, it's normally like a sentence or a small little paragraph that just kind of gets your imagination going and starts writing. So it'd be, for an example, it would be, let's see here. The blue jewel glistened in the sunlight as a hand reached down and picked it up. Something like that. And so the point is, you pick it up from there. So you go, you know, the hand was that of the famous archer Jax, I don't know, and you keep writing from there. So these are basically just little starters for you to get creative, to start writings, to start just kind of going. They're also great exercises in between writings to help you keep up with your craft first off, but then also to, you know, it can inspire a story down the road. So that's always a great way to just keep going with your craft, keep working on it. So the next question would probably be, why use them? So like I said, it's a great way to keep up with your craft, to keep working on it, keep working as a writer. So any writer will tell you that the best way to get better at writing is to write, right? So it's the same thing with any other business, sport, anything like that. If you're a baseball player, you can't just sit in the dugout and be like, I'm good, I got this, and then go out and expect to be able to throw a no-hitter or something. You know, you have to be practicing your craft. You have to be practicing what you do, and writing prompts are a great way to do that. Do they help is probably your next question. Yes, they do. Like I just established. They help with just keeping you going in that writing process. I've noticed just from trying to really finish up Khunda and really with the editing phase, you start noticing your problems, start noticing all your little flaws in your writing, and that's one of my big things, is that I'm kind of looking at it going, oh, I should probably think about that next time. So things like that, you know, it really helps you just get better with your process. So the more you write, the better you're going to write, the easier it's going to be for you to write too, because then you'll start, you know, subconsciously and automatically thinking, oh yeah, I need to put more details. Oh, I need to describe this. Oh, this needs to happen, you know. So you start being able to write a little bit, not necessarily faster, but just cleaner, I guess. So you're going to be able to write a little bit better each time. Now, as a little tidbit, I will let you know that I often will write little writing prompts for some of my students, so you can always write your own for your own genre or for your own book. If you're currently writing a book, you can come up with your own writing prompts that'll help you within that book. So I always say it's a great thing if you're creating new worlds, if you're creating a new fantasy world, a new sci-fi world or something like that, a great thing to do is to create the world. Not just create, you know, the little tidbits that your person interacts with, but also to create outside of that on your side. So it's things like with my lead character Lexi, she knows about, you know, the political side, the social side of everything out in space, in the royal planets. So she knows what she can and cannot say and do being an earthling, because earthlings are kind of subpar is probably what I'm going to say. They're just not seen as equal status really as of yet. So for her, she knows what to do and say to not pretty much piss anybody off. So she's always trying to explain to Trent, who is going to be new to the world, stop. This is the way it is. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. For me, writing prompts on that would probably be coming up with a different character that they may not interact with, but it may have been something they saw in passing, or it could be someone else in that same world, on that same planet, that, you know, you're kind of creating that backstory for them. But in that, you're also creating, let's see here, if I take it as they're at the Central Transport Agency, so the CTA is what they call it in my book. So if they're at the CTA and it's, you know, a programmer, basically like a tech geek, I can describe them as tech geeks, on the subfloors. Maybe he just developed a new technology. Maybe he's finding a flaw. Maybe he saw or heard something that he wasn't supposed to, so it kind of goes through that. So it kind of builds that backstory as well, because it's going to tie into the next couple of books. There's a whole situation there you'll learn about later. So making your own writing prompts are very helpful to get you thinking about your worlds. If you look at J.K. Rowling in Harry Potter, yes, my favorite example ever, she didn't just write the Ministry of Magic. She didn't just write about the British side of everything. She also wrote about the international side of everything. So she had an entirely developed system for the Americas as well, for the US. She had an entirely developed system, you know, for French, for wherever else. But she had all of these different systems that were built into the world. So she didn't just focus on the British because he was going to school in Britain and this was all happening in Britain. We're assuming it was all in Britain. She also developed it for the outside world as well. So how your character reacts and everything like that in these situations, or how these situations evolve and things evolve, can be completely influenced by outside causes like international situations. So that's another great way to think. All right, well, you know, if mine's set in the US, let's write something about something going on in Britain, or let's write about something going on in France, or something like that. So you just kind of write about it's kind of in that same world, but at the same time, not directly connected to your characters. As another side note, you could also, if you wanted to, write it directly connected to your characters. You can write a backstory for your characters. This is a great writing prompt, is that time in middle school where your main character stole a pen and how that influenced them to never do it again. So things like that are very, very helpful for developing characters as well as developing your worlds. So that's all I have for you on writing prompts and why I like them, why I use them, and why I think they're a fabulous little thing to have on your writing desk. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check me out over on KristinaBakBooks.com, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.